grabbing up the Ember Spirit, but in the end, there's Miracle Morphling on that mid lane, up against Abed's Puck. How does this one usually go? Just farm trade until level 6, then we see?
It's a very skilled matchup. Morphling needs to be careful. If you, like, misuse your shift once, Puck could potentially surprise you with the Banning Rift. If you're close to the AoE, Puck this time around, starting with the 4 branches, will be able to eat 1 and maybe even 2 if necessary, but a lot of early stats, and we see crit. Like, this is a super strong combo. You have extra summons with the tag team, a lot of harassment coming out already. I want to see what the build on Tusk is going to be this time around. To go back one more time to Singapore Major, he was always building drums.
Oh yeah.
Not the item that is popular these days, but something that Tusk has been doing, especially crit.
I think in SA we saw a fair amount of Tusk picked up, and there's lots of different builds. There's like the Phase Boots Falcon Blade Blink build. We saw the Tranquil's drums, little bits and bobs here and there.
It's too many items if you go for like Orb into like Falcon Blade. It's too much mana. It delays your Blink Dagger. You might get one of those. Our observer pointed out that Rocket Flare is available on Clockwork. Been able to secure the range creep, harass them quite a bit, and now with the chains, this should potentially be a kill.
He's got
there's a full creep wave. Getting close. The Ring of Health, close, you need still like 6-7 CS, but once you get that, and also Fly needs to bring some extra region. We see more and more where like position 5s are playing from the offlane. Miracle dropping low.
Oh, gets the water rune. I mean, Abed was toying with him a little bit there. He orbed to the top, waited for his bottle to come in so he can refill it with the rune, even trying to sneak a second one. But Miracle, a step ahead, still taking a lot of chip damage. In the meanwhile, though, CS-wise, between the two of them, very even. There's only one last hit between them. 8-3 versus 7-3. While across the board, Evil Geniuses feels like they're having a more comfortable time in these lanes, just getting farm, getting CS. They will be expending a fair amount on salves and regen to keep them in the lanes, because there's, like we see from RTW, a lot of chip damage, that harassment comes through little by little over time.
I mentioned that a lot of 5 Lions are playing the off lane because you want to ruin the enemy safe lane. You feel stronger than some position 4s, and also like the mana drain, and also ability to keep the distance, stun the Clockwork. I think that's the big one.
Ice. He turns with the gush and the anchor smash and fly.
13-1 charges. KYIV is more than fine. Has a heal himself to work with.
Even had a Fairy Fire too.
Yeah, he becomes so tanky. Clockwork, one of the heroes that has a lot of strength gain per level, 3.5.
That's huge.
Not for you.
It does become a tanky
Generation. KYIV was trying to scout things out. Are there any stacks? There is one big camp stack and one ancient camp.
Yeah, time to build up a couple more of those. 2 camps stacked by GH over in that Radiant Triangle. And so far, he's not been forced to dive, and he just dies. Are you okay indeed? Looked like he wanted to launch out that last Fire Spirit. Unexpected move there from Arteezy, popping out the Treants Spirit. And it looks like GH has also made his move down here.
GH needs to be careful. If he's
going to have to dive.
He dies.
Well, he does come back a little bit, loops back towards Ice. Now the strength of the Prophet. In comes Arteezy. TP's in, and they make...
I don't think they defend this tower. There's still double damage for another 15-ish seconds on Abed. They have the Treants. They can scout things out. And on the top lane, you only have Mars, who does not put pressure on the tower. If they want to make a rotation, they should...
Voice line?
I don't know. My brain's not working. I will have to,
listen to it first.
Listen to it first.
I think every time I try, I end up sounding like, it's a me, a Mario. I can't do Tusk properly.
No, I'll leave it to professionals.
Like Slacks. Oh, this setup.
Exactly.
Beautiful catch. Stun into Hex, the coil on top. RTW got half HP. The backup's coming from NIGMA, the 2 TPs. Phoenix and Mars arriving on the scene of the crime. And KYIV, he's got Battery Assault and the 2-man cogs. Beautiful setup, catching out the line, and a Ghost Rebuke on Arteezy. He's trying to TP, but the hot shot cancels it. Arteezy down, and NIGMA. The response there onto the death of RTW pays off big time.
They punish. NIGMA brings the numbers this time around and are able.
Diving towards crit, they don't land the hook shot. Supernova there, gonna zone back Ice, fly and crit. Both trying to hold back these aggressive NIGMA heroes, and Miracle into that puck mode. Jaunting forward, a dash strike gets a double kill. Size ravages out.
To shift off.
Is he going to be able to get any kills off the back of it, though? They'll stun up KYIV, kill off the clockwork, but Miracle and Mind Control frontlining, forcing EG to hold back on their aggression.
Nature's Prophet ulti does not connect. A very moist move from Miracle
So
there.
they do have that snappy initiation form.
Fillet. Found by NIGMA, the best tier 2 item. If you're playing 4, if you're playing 5, you pray that that item is gonna drop. Top lane, finger, easy kill.
Thanks, Dan KYIV.
Leave us.
It's the strength of Arteezy right
He
here.
almost has a full Spirit Vessel 18 minutes in.
That's huge.
On top of Magic Wand.
Is there a main reason he's gone Spirit Vessel this game? Because we don't see the usual, healing hero. There's no Bristleback, there's no Alchemist or anything.
It's still a valuable item if you manage to get the 2 charges in a team fight, another coil.
Yeah, catching RTW. Snowball towards him with a tag team, and Arteezy arriving. They should have the damage there with the final silence to hold him in place while Ice. Sunray Burn, Supernova, and
He's
Arena.
fine with that.
He's got Hood going, he's got Morbid Mask, and he's got
Radiant's
that
bottom
crack
tower
whip as
is under
well.
attack.
Can't do anything.
I think they go roll. 20 seconds without him. The only big ulti they don't have is Coil. Coil just ruins
What's that
any
hook
kind of
shot?
spirit. Hook shot in.
Yeah, Clockwork gets in, a ravage out of Ice. Still alive as the KYIV Clockwork frontlining here, and Fly tries to dip back into the trees. There's an uncharge on him, so he will fall, but Mind Control stuck between evil geniuses. Mars falls as well. It's bought time for RTW to respawn, but still NIGMA with no real teamfight ultis. They'll catch a 2-man change though. Arbed running low on mana, and Crit found out here as he tried to get some D-wards going. Snowball is just going to delay the inevitable heat death of Crit's Tusk.
He tried. He traps him, you know.
These smoke ganks to cut across the map. Incisive move from Crit. Smoke gets popped. High ground ward. In comes Arbed. Oh, the snowball save and roll away. Gets them out of the arena. And they go straight towards KYIV. Arbed also diving in deep with the finger of death. They take down the clockwork, and Fly will follow him into the grave. A 1-for-1 trade, but the ravage. Ice is there. Mind Control's low, and they picked up RTW. Evil Genies is coming and clear NIGMA off the face of the map. OMC with a blink back. Orb forward, but he's TPing home, and there's nothing
They
to
have no
cancel.
stuns left now. I think they could go inside a pit right now. Thought they were going to do it before. They're
Fake down spamming his face on top of cliff tops. No more nonsense. Arteezy is the king of the hill now. TPing up top. Immediate initiation from Fly. The Hex into stun, and Miracle just dies.
That blink dagger from Lion. You need to be aware of it. And once again, instant smoke.
Coil
EG
catching Miracle, morphling down. Mind Control with this Arena wants to force the fight, continuing on to kill off that flying back Lion. Ice. Failing to contend with Mind Control. Might have to just ravage him here, but the BKB ends.
Good ravage connected.
Perfect timing for Ice. Allows Arteezy to open up and shred through NIGMA. Miracle has fought back for this, but he won't be able to battle with EG. They've already retracted themselves from that bottom lane.
Flying coil, and he just pops BKB, runs away, still dies. Also, Puck found Mindbreaker, another form of silencing people, so you could potentially like force a Yule Scepter, even a BKB.
Radiant's
Oh, the
middle
swap.
tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
that was so nicely done. I was about to say it. He puts it in the backpack, understands, and Abed dips
Chef's
it
his
easy.
top triangle, and pushing in that mid lane. So EG ready to go high ground again. Great to Treants there. Spear back on the Prophet. Mind Control trying to set up on Arteezy, but Ice moving straight for GH. The on-disc popped as an Arena. Thrown out from Mind Control.
They don't care about this
No
Arena.
follow through whatsoever. They glyph up the tier 3 tower. Arteezy probably quite happy just to die there if it does
No,
happen.
don't die. He can just TP out.
There you
He
go.
cannot TP out.
The spear does put Mind Control out in the open, though. Arbed and Ice looking for the pick off. Arbed going to get hook shot in. Eon just pops out. He's going to jaunt away from the Supernova landing. GH doesn't crash down onto anybody, and Kuro trapped inside the Sprout. Arteezy's returned, and they will lose Fly. That jive in from RTW, causing issues for the backline of EG.
They have to bring down Puck, but the buyback.
Has to buy back in Ice with the Ravage. Destroys Miracle. No buyback on the Morphling. And RTW, he's being pummeled by Arteezy.
This might be it, Gary. I don't know if they can just straight up close out the game, because there will be some overtime damage. We can hear the screams in the background. You know, unfortunately, we do not have a crowd, but that feeling that you get from the players, just they're roaring when they're winning, and they call it.
There's no answer. NIGMA have no response to EG's aggression. Game 1, Game 2, completely out of their hands.
Oh man, EG played so well. This Tusk pick did a lot. Crit one more time, showing why he is probably